Hello everyone, it's me Chris. I hope you're having the best day of your life. I know that I am. So earlier I actually shot a video with my pipe, and I smoked a little bit of my pipe tobacco. Then I went back to bed. And I will say a pipe for me is insanely relaxing. A cigar for me is also relaxing, but a cigar is also still a little more harsh. So I would say for me, from my perspective so far, it may change. I am new to this, so I have some grace. A pipe is like a fine wine. A cigar is like a bourbon, a hard bourbon. And for me personally, I love a good bourbon. I don't drink that much anymore, but I love a good bourbon. And so, but however, with age and wisdom, I appreciate a good wine as well. And so I was going to talk about things I would do differently. So I'm not a expert. I am not a professional. I'm not the best person concerning cigars or concerning, tobacco products or pipes or whatever. And again, if you're a child, you should not be consuming tobacco in any consistent way, and you should be of the legal age if you are using these products. But besides that, so concerning things I wish I knew or things I wish I did differently when I started enjoying cigars is that I have been enjoying cigars for years and years and years. And so for me, I remember I kind of had this myth in my head that I needed that if I was new to cigars or that if I was going to smoke a cigar because I didn't have them all the time, that I needed to have the most mild cigar. So I would go into a lounge and be like, hey, could you just give me something super mild, maybe even sweet? And that's why I hear most people just start, could you give me something sweet? And what I didn't realize for me, I have a very savory palate, and this goes into the food I eat, the drinks I drink, everything else. Like I drink black coffee all the time. I have a savory palate. And so for me, I was always trying these mild Connecticut's, which I do enjoy. But as I've smoked more, I really enjoy some of the medium to full body cigars like Maderos and heck, I smoke triple Maderos on an empty stomach. Like I love them. I'm one of those. Because for me, the taste of tobacco is yummy. It's delicious. It's tasty. It's I get yummy from Dennis Prager saying that in an interview with Steven Crowder. Besides that, so it's yummy. It's delicious. I love the taste of tobacco. So this is a good cigar. This Rocky Patel Connecticut is tasty. It's a good morning smoke. Pairs well with my coffee. But personally, I tend to find myself enjoying more heavy, full body cigars. So I'd say if you're new cigars, don't be afraid to try a little bit of a spicier one, a heavier one. See if you like it. Because again, and as long as you don't spend too much, it's like, well, it's like you're out 10, 12, $13. Like, is that the end of the world? Can you live with that? Yeah, I think so. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, but it's like I view it like if you go out to eat, you go to a restaurant and you want to try a new restaurant. Oftentimes I go to a good restaurant and I'm like, this place sucked. I spent $30 for a meal. So do I see it in a similar field? Yeah, I see it in a similar field. So I'm willing to try something for potential joy, and plus it's exciting. It's like risk, like it's like gambling. I mean, I love gambling. I don't gamble, but I love gambling. It's fun. Well, I'll gamble like $100 or something like that. Nothing crazy, but besides that. But so I would say try what looks interesting, and don't be afraid to try something a little bit heavier. Also, of course, the big one is don't worry about the tools so much. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I have to have like this lighter, I have to have this, that, and the others. Like if you have some matches, heck, if you got a fingernail, you can poke a hole with your fingernail just like that. I used a punch, but I have a friend who smokes cigars all the time and he uses his fingernail to punch a hole in a cigar or to go around the tip. Like you don't need all the fancy tools. Like guys, our forefathers for years, they did not use all the fancy stuff that we use today. Keep that in mind. So don't be afraid of that. And also, I'd say another thing is I would say don't be afraid of the fear of judgment. Is that it's odd? I don't think about it. So I am someone where I'm blessed after all the work I've done, everything. My fear of judgment, or maybe it's my sense of shame, is not that I don't suffer from them that badly. I used to suffer from that, but I really don't. And I also take care of myself. I work out all the time. I train. I eat clean. Also, I tend to like I'm all disheveled at the moment, but I tend to groom well, dress well, everything else, and take pride in my appearance, all that stuff. But don't be afraid of people being like, "Oh my gosh, you smoke a cigar? Ew!" Like I know certain parts of the country or world, people are like if they see smoking a cigar. I know when I've visited some major cities, I've gone on a long walk smoking a stogie, and I've gotten looks from people like it was worse than when you didn't wear a mask during COVID. But I'm not going to even go there. But so if you have a cigar, don't be afraid of the judgment. Also, like, being a cigar smoker does not mean you're a smoker. Like, there's a big difference between a cigarette smoker and a cigar smoker. A cigarette is generally something, it can be enjoyed in moderation, but generally it's not something you enjoy in moderation. It's something that's more impulsive, it's a habit, it's something that you become addicted to. A cigar is something to be savored, to be enjoyed. And so it doesn't make you a smoker. That's why it's like cigars, like, yeah, it's still tobacco, but this is like, so cigarettes is like the cigarettes is like the uncle selling meth in the trailer park. The cigar is like the classy family who all studies literature and classical music and both have medical doctorates and are great members of the community. That may be really unfair. I know some amazing people who live in trailer parks, and I used to be homeless, so you can't judge. So I can make that joke because I used to be one of you. I never stole meth though. However, I do have great friends who used to be on meth who are now amazing, amazing people. But besides that, again, I'm from Texas. We deal with this stuff. Anyway, last thing, just smoke a cigar. Just go get one. I don't care what time of the day. I don't care when you try it. Just go get a cigar. Enjoy it. Have fun. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Chris. Hope you have the greatest day of your life. I know that I will. Anyway, adios amigo. I'll see you later. Bye bye.